This video was made to show how to change the front struts on the 2008 Tacoma four-wheel drive pickup. I used the Monroe quick-set struts. After the wheel and tire is off, mark the eccentrics on the lower control arm attaching point to the frame. You'll want to get these back in the position they were when you're finished. I used white touch-up paint to mark mine. Now take the large bolts from the outer edge of the lower control arm. These bolts go up into the spindle. You'll want to put a jack under the lower control arm to help. Take the nuts off of the top of the strut that hold it to the tower. Don't loosen the nut on the stud in the center. Take the nut off of the bolt that attaches the lower end of the strut. Loosen the bolts on the lower control arm where it attaches to the frame. The lower control arm is now loose and allows you to easily remove the bolt that holds the bottom of the strut. The lower control arm will rock down out of the way, giving you plenty of room to remove the old strut and slide the new strut up into place. Put a nut on the top. Put the bolt back in the lower end of the strut. Tighten or adjust the eccentrics back to the positions they were in. Put the bolts back in the bottom of the lower control arm into the spindle. Tighten the bolts on top of the strut. Don't do anything with the center stud. Tighten the bolt on the bottom of the strut, the nuts at the top of the strut, the bolts that go up into the spindle from the outer edge of the lower control arm. Tighten the bolts that attach the lower control arm to the frame, both front and rear, making sure the alignment marks are correct. There you have it, a Monroe quick-set strut installed in a 2008 Tacoma four-wheel drive pickup.